Welcome back to the KotLC Fanbase, it's Austin, and in today's KotLC video, we will have 12 KotLC characters against 12 Harry Potter characters in this KotLC Hunger Games simulator video. But before we jump into the simulation, make sure to drop a like if you guys like these types of videos and want more from me, and also make sure to comment down below who do you think is going to win, who are you rooting for, is it a KotLC character, is it a Harry Potter character, let me know down below in the comments, and lastly, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and let's jump straight into the simulation. Hunger Games the Bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podium, the horn sounds. Stina runs away from the cornucopia. BT, Luna, Bellatrix, and Tam share everything they gathered before running. Voldemort, Lynn, Hermione, and Harry share everything they gathered before running. Sophie snatched a pair of sighs. Adeline runs away from the cornucopia. Hagrid and Keith fight for a bag. Hagrid gives up and retreats. Let's go, Keith. Fiona runs away from the cornucopia. Dex runs away from the cornucopia. Ron receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Snape runs away from the cornucopia. Draco clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Morella and Grady fight for a bag. Grady strangles Morella with the straps and runs. Wow. Okay, so we have a death already. Dobby runs into the cornucopia and hides. Fitz snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Wiley runs away from the cornucopia, and Dumbledore runs away from the cornucopia. And with that said, the cornucopia is over. Let's get into day one. Ron diverts Luna's attention and runs away. Wiley chases Bellatrix. Grady scares Dumbledore off. Tam questions his sanity. Dobby, Dex, Draco, and Hermione raid Snape's camp while he's hunting. Harry collects fruit from a tree. Keith receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Adeline, Lynn, Hagrid, and Sophie track down and kill Fitz. Okay, Sophie gets a squad together and goes after her ex. Well. Stina is pricked by thorns while picking berries. BT overhears Voldemort and Biana talking in the distance. Okay, I think that's 2 kills. Yep, 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance from day 1. Morella and Fitz, so already off to a bad start for the KotLC characters, already losing 2. Night 1. Bellatrix stays awake all night. Keith, Sophie, Adeline, BT, and Stina sleep in shifts. Voldemort and Luna tell stories about themselves to each other. Dex receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Hagrid tracks down and kills Wiley. Jeez, KotLC characters are just losing numbers fast. Draco is awoken by nightmares. Dobby receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Biana looks at the night sky. Tam attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Henry forces Hermione to kill Lynn or Snape. She refuses to kill, so Harry kills her instead. Oh my goodness. Wow, so Harry just killed Hermione, I think? Well, that's the first Harry Potter death of the video. Hermione is now gone. Ron sees a fire but stays hidden. Grady cries himself to sleep. Dumbledore receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. And that's done with night 1. On to day 2. Lynn diverts Voldemort's attention and runs away. Grady begs for Dex to kill him. He refuses, keeping Grady alive. Fiona camouflages herself in the bushes. Draco scares Harry off. Nothing we haven't seen before. BT severely injures Ron and leaves him to die. Okay. Wow, Ron's now gone. Adeline is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Hagrid explores the arena. Tam chases Luna. Bellatrix receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Stina sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Sophie, Dumbledore, Keith, and Snape hunt for other tributes, and Dobby picks flowers. That is the end of day 2, and 3 more people have died. Wiley, Hermione, and Ron gone from this video. Now let's jump into night 2. Hagrid cooks his food before putting his fire out. Dex defeats Keith in a fight but spares his life. Let's go. Sophie convinces Stina to snuggle with her. There's no way this would actually happen in the real books. Draco, Tam, Lynn, Dumbledore, and Voldemort sleep in shifts. Snape receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Fiona receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Beetee begs for Grady to kill her. He refuses, keeping Beetee alive. Jeez. I guess everyone just wants to keep everyone alive. This is funny. Harry loses sight of where he is. Bellatrix loses sight of where she is. Adeline tends to her wounds. Dobby receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor, and Luna cooks her food before putting her fire out. So no deaths there. Let's jump into day 3. Lynn travels to higher ground. Bellatrix steals from Adeline while she isn't looking. Biana tries to sleep through the entire day. Luna scares Tam off. Hagrid shoots an arrow into Dumbledore's head. Boom! Good job, Hagrid. Snap and Beetee hunt for other tributes. Harry diverts Voldemort's attention and runs away. Grady camouflages herself in the bushes. Keith receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Draco picks flowers. Stina tends to Dex's wounds. Sophie makes a slingshot, and Dobby unknowingly eats toxic berries. So, oh no, Dobby's down, man. I love Dobby, so that sucks. Dobby and Dumbledore are down. As you can see, 2 cannon shots, Dumbledore and Dobby. Night 3, Draco starts a fire. Harry cooks his food before putting his fire out. Snape convinces BT to snuggle with him. Adeline lets Grady into her shelter. Bellatrix tries to sing herself to sleep. Hagrid stays awake all night. Keith tries to sing himself to sleep as well. Voldemort and Dex huddle for warmth. Lynn passes out from exhaustion. I don't think she actually died. I think she just passed out. Sophie loses sight of where she is. Tam thinks about home. Luna goes to sleep. Stina passes out from exhaustion. And Bianca starts a fire. Let's get into day 4. Grady bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Jeez. What a rough going for Grady. Beetee bashes Snape's head against the rock several times. Well, weren't they snuggling like last night? Okay, whatever. You know what? Snape's gone. Bianca runs away from Sophie. Luna unknowingly eats toxic berries. Dex, Hagrid, and Harry hunt for other tributes. Lynn tries to spearfish with a trident. Tam stalks Stina. Draco and Keith hunt for other tributes. Bellatrix injures herself. Voldemort steals from Adeline while she isn't looking. Grady, Snape, and Luna is down, so I think it's time to look at the status here. So there's only 10 people in total dead, 14 alive. Hagrid has 3 kills. He's looking strong, as well as Ginny, who has 2. Let's get on to the next round. Oh wait, have I been calling Ginny Beetee? I think I might have messed up the setting, but I think I've been calling Ginny Beetee for some reason. But yeah, that's Ginny. Let's get on to the next round. Night 4, Sophie receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Draco screams for help. Bianca stabs Adeline while her back is turned. Okay, Adeline's gone. Bellatrix and Hagrid huddle for warmth. Keith receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Lynn and Ginny sleep in shifts. Voldemort and Harry sleep in shifts. Tam loses sight where he is. Stina sets up camp for the night. Oh, Dex dies from thirst. That sucks, man. I always hope Dex does well, but he's gone. Day 5, Bellatrix receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Keith questions his sanity. Hagrid, Ginny, and Bianca get into a fight. Bianca triumphantly kills them both. Wow. So Hagrid and Ginny, who both had 3 and 2 kills, are down, and Bianca now is a very big threat to win it. Harry is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Lynn steals from Draco while he isn't looking, so Sophie diverts Voldemort's attention and runs away. Tina discovers a river, and Tam thinks about home. 4 cannon shots can be heard. Adeline, Dex, Hagrid, and Ginny are down. So let's keep rolling, and let's get into night 5. Harry quietly hums. Lynn, Tam, and Bellatrix unsuccessfully ambush Keith, Voldemort, and Draco, who killed them instead. So wow, Lynn and Tam and Bellatrix are now gone because Keith, Voldemort, and Draco defended themselves. Nice. Stina tries to treat her infection. Sophie quietly hums. Bianca thinks about winning. Let's go, Bianca. I hope you do win too. Alright, Hunger Games, The Feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's family. Draco decides not to go. Harry gathers as much food into a bag as he can before fleeing. Sophie stabs Bianca while her back is turned. Uh-oh. I think Bianca got a little cocky because she's gone literally right after the night where she was thinking about winning. The next day, boom, gone. Stina falls into a pit and dies. All these KotLC characters are dying now. Oh my goodness. Voldemort accidentally steps on a landmine. Classic. And then Keith decides not to go to the feast. Alright, so now day 6. Draco scares Harry off, and Sophie stabs Keith with a tree branch. So Sophie not only killed Fitz, but also killed Keith. That is crazy. Wow, 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Lynn, Tam, Bellatrix, Bianca, Stina, Voldemort, and Keith, which means there's only 3 people left. Now, this is a big battle, and we have Sophie, Harry, and Draco. Like, this couldn't have been like a better finale for this video. Let's just see what happens, and let's jump into night 6. Night 6, Harry, Draco, and Sophie sleep in shifts. That is very weird because they're the final 3. Like, they have to fight each other. Okay, you know what? Let's just get into day 7. Day 7, Sophie throws a knife into Draco's head. Whoa. Okay, and yo, Harry dies from hypothermia, which means, well, 2 cannon shots can be heard, Draco and Harry, but Sophie is the winner. Wow, there she is. She had a dominant performance. She did really well in the end, and she ended with 4 kills, which actually is the most in this entire game. But hey, that was really fun. Good for Sophie for getting her first win of the Hunger Games, I'm pretty sure, in this series. But that is going to be it for today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day, and peace.